For all the new subscribers, welcome to our Giant Veg channel. I'm going to try and update all of our growing this year to try and help other people and try and get more people enthused into growing giant vegetables. So we're right inside our keder greenhouse now, and in front of us are the pendle leeks. These have been growing since November and they started off as pips. These will be going out into the ground now in the next 7 to 14 days. But prior to them going out, they'll be hardened off just so they can acclimatise to the new growing environment. Right in front of us here we've got some of Paul Rochester's Yorkshire Giant leeks. Paul last year grew the world's largest leek, which was just over 23 pounds. What an amazing achievement. I'll be happy if I get over the 10 pound barrier. In front of us here we have our giant Swedes. These are from the world record Swede seed, which was £118 grown by Ian Neal. Just going to show you the base of the Swede. These will be going out in the next 7 to 10 days, and just like the other leeks, these will be acclimatised into their new growing environment. Over on the left there's a Swede there for Tony from UK Here We Grow. In front of us we've also got some giant cabbages. These are red cabbages. These red cabbages, hopefully, David Thomas will probably pip us to the post, as he's the cabbage king, but the world record is not that heavy. Well, it is really, for the red cabbage. These here are our first try this year at growing red cabbages, and they're looking good so far. To the right hand side we've got celery. Ian Neal's world record celery is just over 72 pounds. These here, which are right in front of us, will be planted in the next 2 weeks probably. The secret with these is really just not to allow them to dry out. Drying out forces them to go to seed. They're quite a difficult plant to grow. Once they're in, they're in pretty much, but it's a case of looking after them. And in front of us now we've got some of our giant tomato seedlings and some giant peppers. And right behind there we've got the giant beetroot. These are from the world's largest beetroot seed, which is just over £50. That was grown by Ian Neal as well. My dad developed these seeds, and these seeds have been around for many years. I'm going to grow 3 or 4 of these in the bigger keder greenhouse, and I'll show you that in a minute. In front of us here we've got our giant carrots and giant parsnips, and the world's largest carrot is held by Peter Glazebrook at £20, and the world's heaviest parsnip is held by David Thomas, just over £17, which is an amazing achievement. These carrots here will be going into the cold frame. On the left hand side we're putting 5 or 6 in there, and some of them will be going into the bigger keder greenhouse as well as the parsnips. The parsnip leaves grow up to over 4 feet tall, so they're no good for our cold frame because they grow too tall and they hit on the glass, and that's the end of them. Here are some of the seed stocks now for the next growing season. We've got right in front of us here the beetroot, and then our cabbage. These are from the giant cabbage strain of George Rogers. So you can just about see the flowers forming there. And I'll just show you the seed head, which is right by the... That there will produce probably 20 to 30 seeds. This here is our Swede seed, and this one is just generating some seed now, so you can see the Swede seed is just starting to form. I'll try and get in there as closely as I can. You can just see the flowers there, pretty much the same as the cabbages, but we need to make sure that these are taken out of this environment to prevent cross-pollination, so they're both the same family. Here are giant cabbages, and these will be going out in the next 7 days. Some of them have got a little bit purple. I think it's probably because of the cold have been left out. Some of the guys from the giant vegetable community said it's potentially a lack of sugar. So they'll be given a bit of glucose, some Lucozade tablets hopefully. We need that to try and beat David Thomas this year. This is our marrow patch right in front of us, and there's our vetch and our field beans. These will be cut down in the next 3 weeks and then incorporated into the soil. So the marrows will be going out towards the end of May, beginning of June. And that's about it now. You can see that the actual environment between the two greenhouses has created a kind of mini ecosystem there. We've had real good success with the field beans now, and they're up to about 16 to 20 inches. So within the next couple of weeks they're gonna grow quite tall, and then they'll be cut down and incorporated into the soil. That's it. We'll give you another update when we're planting.